Okay, Warhawk. Cranked. It's my favorite map out of the whole game. Gonna try a different weapon. But one thing I want to know, one thing I want to say is that all I noticed is that ever since I watched the MLG Columbus tournament all weekend, like this past weekend, I watched every match and I watched the tournament and everything, and the classes and the weapons everybody were using, and all I really saw was just like the Remington. Let me see. Most people are just using a Remington with Dead Silence and all the other perks like for SND and domination games. All I saw was like the Remington, and sometimes I would see like the Vector a little bit like that, and it wasn't really much of a variety of guns. All I would see is just the Remington was the most used gun out of the whole tournament, and not only that, but just like the thermo sight was just being used a lot, and I think it was really being abused in the tournament, and just watching everybody just playing these competitive matches at MLG Columbus. And not only that, but just the sniper with thermoscope, and regardless, some people would even wear it. As I just came out there and just got sniped. I would try to get the field orders, but as soon as I got it, I just got killed. But most people were just using nothing but the thermal sight and then just the snipers with it, and then sometimes they would wear like the Remington or maybe any other gun like the Vector with like holographic sights or anything like that, but they would have that thermal sight to it, and it would give them such an advantage, and it worked really well. And as I saw every match and watched the whole tournament all weekend long, and watched Complexity take the whole tournament as another championship for their team. But that was my first time watching like a MLG competitive tournament event online and everything. But that's all I really saw. I didn't see any sort of variety or anything like that. No one really tried out the Bison like I'm using right now. Like, I really like this gun, and most people didn't really choose any different weapons. I just saw the same thing. Like, I could almost predict that everybody was going to use like the Remington, and every time you went to watch the final kill cam, it was just nothing but the Remington, and over and over. It's just the same thing. And then sometimes I would see a little bit, some people would use like the AK-12 here and there, but I didn't really notice any sort of variety. And not to also mention that people were doing that jump shot. Everybody was jumping and everything, and now every online match, regardless that I go into now, I was playing some last night. Oh, I actually got the mortar fire for the first time. I always wanted this kill streak. This is sweet. I was wondering how people would get this. I thought it was a kill streak, but I got my first kill with it. It's my first time I actually had it. Got him. He tried to come up in here. Come to my house, son. But this is pretty cool. But see how many kills I can get. I know people are going to try to get inside. I don't know if anybody else is going to come in. See, he tried to do it. Just like I was saying, people was trying to jump. Do that jump shot stuff over and over. See, he did it again. This guy did it. Only got like, I think I got 3 kills off of that. I'm not really sure, but just everybody, just ever since like the tournament passed this weekend, everybody's been doing that, the jump shot, and no one's really doing the drop shot anymore. I don't need to do like the drop shot or the jump shot now that everybody just sort of adopted, pretty much, I want to say, from just watching the MLG Columbus tournament. They just noticed everybody's just doing it. Like, why is everybody doing it? And just no one was really doing it from before, way before the tournament, but now they're doing it all of a sudden and just getting cheap kills and unearned kills without any skill. So everybody's just going on YouTube to watch all these hints and everything. But I really learned how to play just by practice with my other friends, because my first Call of Duty game was Call of Duty 4, and I didn't need to go on the internet or type in tips and tricks to learn how to play. I put the time in to get good and adjust like I'm playing right now. I don't need to do all those tips and tricks and cheap tricks to just get kills and jump shot, drop shot, or maybe quit scope or hard scope, whatever you want to call it. But I did it there just now just to get the field orders. But as I get ready to call it in, the game's almost over anyway. But I just noticed that, and it really is a little annoying just to really see everybody doing it now. So I don't know if anybody else noticed it, but once you go in these lobbies, I got another guard dog, which is useless, but the game is over. I already have one anyway. But it's just, I just think that is annoying, and I enjoyed the tournament, the MLG Columbus tournament this past weekend. But now that everybody's just trying to do the same thing and just do the same thing and be just like those players, but they're not really earning their kills in my opinion. They're just copying tricks and trying to just jock them and be like them. But it's cool though. I'm still learning to play though.